Hey guys, it's Ash, and this is a Draw With Me video. Kinda just wanna chit chat a little bit about the state of being an artist, or the unhealthy parts that come with being an artist. I feel like we don't really talk about this enough. I kinda just wanna shed some light into it. As we all know, isolation is a huge part of being an artist. Most of us just work so much better when we're alone and in our own heads, and we just focus so much better like that. But sometimes it becomes an unhealthy habit that we stick to, and we might not even get out of that zone. But sometimes we don't realize how unhealthy it can get, isolating too much, or even not sleeping enough or eating enough. Just overall not taking care of yourself, doing self-care, working on yourself, focusing on your mental health. These are all just some of the things that we forget to focus on, and it can really affect both your work and yourself. And some of these things are inevitable. I mean, whether it be having so much projects after projects to turn in, or trying to better yourself and spend a lot of time practicing your art, or using art as your escape. Whatever it is, it's really important to find a balance between how much you put into your art and how much time you put into yourself. This also really connects with having imposter syndrome, or not feeling like you're good enough, or being scared of taking breaks because you think you're gonna lose the momentum of your motivation, your inspiration, and the skills you've been working really hard on developing. Even having doubts about if you should even continue doing art, or should you do this as a career or just leave it as a hobby. This all can definitely get into your head. And I feel like people who don't do art, they probably think that it's super easy and something that you don't really have to work super hard on. But in reality, you're literally fighting with yourself and your brain. And on top of it all, you have people surrounding you, telling you what to do with your life, whether it be strangers, friends, family members, I mean literally anybody, judging you from afar or close up, and basically making you feel like you shouldn't go after your passion, which is crazy to think about, that someone thinks they're entitled to tell you what to do with your life when they should just be focused on their lives. No, being an artist is not easy. It's not pretty colors all the time. And it's not motivation 25/8. It's a lot of endless hours of practicing and having the dedication to focus on it and actually sticking with it, and try not to get super distracted. This goes for any skill you want to learn basically. But like I said, all these traits come with being an artist, and it can get really hard to continue doing what you love to do when all of these things attack you at once. I am literally going through that right now, as I tend to focus a lot of my energy on art. It kind of feels like an addiction at this point. Like if I don't have art, I feel like I wouldn't have anything else. And that certainly isn't true, but it definitely feels that way. For example, if I were to get art block right now, which I feel it coming already, I definitely feel like the world is ending for me. I mean, I can't draw, so like what now, you know what I mean? But like I said in the beginning, I think it's really important to have a balance between your art and yourself. So I'm gonna talk about some tips that I think can help take away all that blockage that we put into ourselves when it comes to art. So one of the things you can try doing is changing your environment, or your typical workspace. I know a lot of you guys probably do your art in your bed like me right now, or in your bedroom, but changing it up every so often will definitely help you not feel so stuck in your work as if like you're punishing yourself. Sometimes I tend to stick to a corner of my bedroom and draw there. That's like my most safe zone, I guess. But it can definitely feel like I'm stuck between these four walls and I have nowhere else to go when I have my living room open for me. So try getting up and sit somewhere else. Sit your butt somewhere else and work there for a couple of minutes, and then you can go back to your little safe zone workspace type of thing. The next thing will be kind of similar, but breathe fresh air. I mean, I know these things sound really silly, but sometimes we tend to forget to do that. So please open a window or go outside for the first time and breathe that fresh air, because I promise you, you'll probably come back a different person, or maybe the same person, but you breathe fresh air and it felt good. Maybe like looking at nature, looking at birds, looking at trees. I mean, all these things. Take some sunshine in, or rain, or whatever, snow. I don't know the weather outside, but taking a moment to stop and go out for a bit and then come back, it gives you so much more perspective and lets you take a break, as well as lets your brain recharge for a bit, because working long hours drawing is not healthy. Please take breaks, guys. I'd say short breaks are just as important as long breaks, maybe even more. I mean, you get up, you walk around for a bit around the kitchen or whatever, come back. I mean, you got a new set of eyes right there. Another thing that can really help is having a journal or calendar or anything you can write on to put a list of things you're gonna do that day. A schedule, basically. This helps you learn time management and helps you stay focused on a specific task. And if you're one of those people that just doesn't know what to do and ends up doing bits of everything, this can kind of help you a little bit. I'm still working on staying in track of what I need to do. I tend to write things down and don't do it, or I tend to do other things, but it's right there for you when you need it. Sometimes if you even forget what you have to do, it's right there, so it can be really useful to do that. And lastly, I want to say that you don't have to draw every single day. You don't need to force yourself to draw when you don't feel like it, especially when you're having a hard time picking a pencil anyways. Why are you gonna force yourself to do that? I've seen a lot of people say that they should just push through. However, I don't think that's the right approach. You don't need to be super hard on yourself because you think that's the only way to quicken your skill. I developed that mentality growing up, and it still affects me till this day. Having perfectionism and basically getting really tired sometimes of drawing. I feel like I overwork myself a lot sometimes, and I just don't think it's worth your mental health. Art isn't worth that. So I think ways to maybe get back into art or get that spark back is looking into other ways besides physically drawing. So maybe you can look into Pinterest, scroll through Pinterest, look into ideas, make boards. I mean, I really suggest that to everybody. That saves you so much time and it makes you get more excited about drawing again. Looking into different mediums of art searching them up on YouTube or Google, such as maybe film, photography, dance, sculpting, literally anything creative. Look into it. It'll still train your brain without even drawing physically. And of course, even looking into people you look up to, other people you relate to, other artists that you really want to be like. It helps looking into what they do and how they've come across certain experiences that can help you get across with yours. I can't tell you how many artists I stalk on a daily basis. Like, if you seriously think I'm not going scrolling all through your art, reading all your captions, you're wrong, because I am. I'm watching your every move. No, but seriously though, looking into what other people do and seeing them go through the same things you're going through, it really connects you with them. It doesn't make you feel that alone anymore, and really just pushes you to keep going. I mean, you might not think that you're inspiring anybody, but literally, even I get inspired by just a stranger. So keep going after what you want to do. I honestly don't think I would be doing a YouTube channel if it wasn't for the fact that I've seen other people I look up to start them and continue, and they're going off on their own way. But you know what, like, if they can do it, so can I. And I feel like that's just for anything you want to go for, want to try out, go for it. I mean, the last thing you want to do is have a regret of not being able to do what you wanted to do. So if you feel like it's right for you, regardless whether it be hard or people are going to be against you, or even yourself, you're going to have a struggle with it, but it's generally something that you want to try out, I'd say no one's going to stop you right there, because it's you. You're the one that has control of their lives. Now that we just finished this tangent and went off to a TED Talk, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I can't believe I actually finished recording this. It's kind of weird. But yeah, thank you guys again for everything. I definitely want to make more videos like this, just talking. So if you see me just spamming my YouTube channel, yeah, that's my life right now. But anyways, I love you guys. Bye.